Come on. There we go. So I'm hooking back up to this Land Pride wood chipper. The blades on this model should be reversible, so we're gonna get them reversed and see if it makes a difference. 3/4. Let's see. Open her up. You can see here quite a bit of use, although it doesn't really seem super dull. There's some dents, so maybe that's making a difference. I know, let's see, where the cutter hits makes a big difference. This thing, I forget what it's called, but this makes a big difference how close it is. Right, it is right at maybe 1/8 of an inch. Does this have a manual? No manual. I'm guessing that's part of it right there. It's not close enough. Don't want to get too close though. All right, let's flip them and see if that helps. It's either 9/16 or it's metric. 9/16. Let's get a little extension. Well, all right. All right. Good. Oh yeah. That's much sharper on the other side. Okay, so it was this way. Let's go do it that way. I think I'm gonna go and get my stronger torque wrench. All right. These haven't been quite as tight. I'll just lift that up, do a 180 flip, and start below. Don't thread it instantly. So yeah, you can tell these have never been turned. They still have the factory paint on this lip right here. So hopefully it cuts better. So if it doesn't, I'm gonna go back and change where the hammer edge is down there. I think it's like a guide, but you don't want to get it too close or it won't have room to chip. All right, yeah, thread locker. Some thread locker on those. Get tightened back up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta go get a magnet. Oh. You can go down there. You come back up. Don't want to go too tight. I think these little heads will snap right off. If I change that window. Top. Let it breaking right loose. I did switch hammer drills. Whatever these things. Impact is an impact drill. It's not impact. Yeah, it's impact drill, not impact wrench, because it's not wrench shaped. Top. Segundo. All right. all been flipped and thread locked. Although the first one I did kind of backwards. I put it on the threads of the bolt that I could see, so it may not have gone all the way in, but I'm sure they're tight, so I'm not too worried about it. All right. This thing has one grease cert. We got one grease cert right there that I'll hit. And then just as routine maintenance, I'll hit everything on the tractor. And then well, I'll have to cut some branches first, but then we'll be, I'm gonna have to cut some branches first, but then we'll be ready to try it out. Well, you can see this fence line has gotten very overgrown. It should be over this way about 5 or 10 feet. So that's what I'm gonna work on. That's what I'm gonna work on right now. And after I do a bit of trimming, I'm gonna run some stuff through this chipper and see if there's a difference. We're gonna try it out. Already. That's making me thinking if it's jamming on the smaller stuff, there's too much clearance between the cutting edge and our blades. It's just the small stuff gets shredded in here and jams up in the spout. 9/16. Sure that's right. Okay, that is a 14. Huh. Okay, that was somewhat loose with the breaker bar. Somewhat loose. I wonder if that's having to do with anything. Ooh, baby. You don't want it that close. Let's see how do I get it back out. Too close. It's right on. All right. I'm gonna have to figure out how to pull that back out. This might just not be a one for small stuff. It also helps if the material's dried out. You know what I can do? I'm gonna go test it. Well, I'll test it back on the green material, see if it jams up again. And that's good right there. I'm gonna get it wrenched back down. Move, move. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit tighter than they were. That's tight. Tight on the top. Tight on the bottom. Tight on the middle. All right, let's check it out again. Back around 2,000 RPM. Cleared. No metal noises. Here we go. I'd been struggling with this chipper for a couple months. We chipped a whole bunch this spring to get the garden going. I'm gonna do a whole bunch this fall in order to totally cover our garden, at least the paths, fill them up completely. We haven't ever gotten filled up completely, but what I'm trying to do is get as much cedar chips as I can. Yeah, that's really gonna help having it work back to its full potential. But yeah, if you need to work on your chipper, you can do what I did. Just be sure wherever those blades are, don't get it too close because it might catch. That's it for me. I'm Matthew Gorham. This is Gorham Family Outdoors. We'll see you in the next one. Out of here.